Section 4, Ephesians 2:15, unity through sacrifice. Ephesians 2:15 highlights another aspect of Jesus' gift. By setting aside in his flesh the law with its commands and regulations, his purpose was to create in himself one new humanity out of the two, thus making peace. Jesus' sacrifice created unity. It brought together Jews and Gentiles into one new family. Before Jesus, the law created barriers, it separated people, but Jesus broke down those barriers. His death and resurrection made it possible for everyone to come to God. This unity is a beautiful part of the freedom we have in Christ. Unity in Christ means we are all equal. There is no more division based on the law. This unity brings peace. It allows us to focus on what truly matters, loving God and loving others. This new unity changes how we see each other. We are all part of God's family. This understanding helps us to live in harmony. It helps us to support and encourage each other in our faith journey. Section 5, Colossians 2:14, cancellation of legal debts. Colossians 2:14 explains how Jesus dealt with the legal aspects of the law. Having cancelled the charge of our legal indebtedness which stood against us and condemned us, he has taken it away, nailing it to the cross. Jesus cancelled the legal debts we owed. He removed the condemnation that came from the law. The law highlighted our failures. It showed us how much we fall short. But Jesus changed that. He took our debts and nailed them to the cross. This act of love and sacrifice frees us from condemnation. Living without the burden of legal debts is liberating. It allows us to focus on growing in our relationship with God. This freedom helps us to live out our faith with joy and gratitude. Knowing our debts are cancelled changes our perspective. It fills us with thankfulness. It motivates us to live in a way that honors Jesus. This freedom allows us to experience God's love more fully. Section 6, Acts 15:10, freedom from legal burdens. Acts 15:10 addresses the issue of burdening new believers with the law. Now then, why do you try to test God by putting on the necks of Gentiles a yoke that neither we nor our ancestors have been able to bear? This verse highlights the importance of not imposing old legal burdens on new believers. The early church faced challenges. They had to decide how to integrate Gentile believers. Some wanted to impose Jewish laws on them, but the apostles argued against it. They knew the law was a heavy burden. They did not want to place that burden on others. This message is still relevant today. We should not burden ourselves or others with legalism. Jesus' grace is enough.